Hi, welcome to Diamond Custom Paint Shop. In this episode, we're going to be doing stage one of some graphics on this motorcycle helmet right here that we've been working on. If you've seen in my previous videos, we started from scratch, scuffed the helmet down, applied some adhesion promoter, some primer, base coat, first base coat of white, second base coat of gray, and then a third base coat of black after we put some honeycomb graphics on here. So now we're going to start adding some of the graphics to it. The first thing we're going to do in this episode is there's going to be a red stripe that kind of runs up right here where this line is in this section here. So we're going to be putting the red stripe on. It's going to come around to the front. And then also in this session, we're going to be doing, I have these HRC cutouts done. I did it on my Cricut. So we're going to put one of these. This one has HRC Honda Racing. That one's going to go on the back there. So we're going to paint that on. And then we're going to put one on the front here, on the chin. So yeah, and we'll paint those the colors of, the blue and the red of the HRC colors. When we do this, first thing we're going to do is going to tape out and mask off to do these the red line. And how I'm going to do that, first I'm going to spray the whole thing, that red line, with just some red base coat from LiME. And then after that, we'll let that dry really good. Then we're going to go ahead and utilize some fine line tape. We're going to use the 1/8 inch tape. Then we're going to tape along to do like a pinstripe along the outside edge of the whole thing. We're going to tape that off, and then we're going to use this metal flake red to paint. Will be in the middle of that. So you'll have the metal flake red, and then on the outside, on both sides, you'll have just the base coat red color on there as like a pinstripe. So then after we do that, then we're going to put the Honda logos on there. Then we're going to probably clear coat it from there, do a clear coat session, and then we'll move on to second stage graphics, where we're going to be adding some kind of the same thing we're doing with the red. I'm going to do some Honda wings going along the side here. Those will be outlined in blue, with the middle will be metal flake blue. And then in that same session, we'll continue with the HRC, doing some shading on the HRC logos. Then we'll probably add a Honda. It'll just say Honda right on the side here. And and then maybe we'll add, we got a name to add to the back of the helmet. So we'll probably add that at that time. And that's going to almost probably wrap the helmet up after that. That'll be all the graphics. So we'll get to it. This was just clear coated using LimeLine's new double shot clear coat, 2K clear in the can, which you can see turned out awesome, really good, laid down really good. So I did 2 sessions with it. The can lasted, both sessions. So I got, with my first light coat and then 3 wet coats, we got 8 coats altogether, 2 lights and 6 medium wet coats. So did pretty good. I was really surprised with how much was in the can. Oh, and also what we're going to do, kind of as we're masking things off here, there's some blow through we had from the black base coat. We're going to be fixing those with just some white base coat. So what we're going to do now is I'll scuff this down, this clear coat down, this fresh clear coat. I'm also going to, as you see in my first video, where I show how to mask this off, the back masking. Since I clear coated, I'm going to pull the back masking off and remask that. So we're all ready to go. We don't have any problems along the edges. So we'll be right back. I'll set up, I'll have it scuffed down. I'll probably do the remask again. Then we'll be set up ready to start laying out the red stripe on here. So on that note, stay tuned and we'll be right back. Okay, first thing we're going to do is take this LimeLine fine line 16th inch tape, and we're going to outline what's going to be the outside edge of these red stripes. So I know for sure this black edge right here is going to be the edge. We'll just go right along the side of that. Okay, we're going to use plastic for the masking. Okay, well, got everything masked off here. We're just going to double check, make sure all of our edges are all down, especially around the curves here. Make sure they're all pressed down. So now we're going to spray just the red. We're going to be spraying it through just my Creos here. I think it's a P290. Yep, or PS290. It has a 0.7 tip in it, I believe, so it's good for kind of doing bigger areas. So we're going to use this. I have my red paint here mixed up, ready to go, all thinned out. So yeah, so I'll kind of cut this and we'll come back. I'll set up the camera a little better to see the painting, and then after that we'll let that dry, and then we'll tape off for the sides, and then we'll apply the red metal flake. Okay, now we're going to take 1/8" fine line tape, and we're going to go cover all the edge, go around all the edges. So that'll be our red pinstripe. Okay, we got the helmet all taped off here. We put that 1/8 inch tape where we want the red pinstripe to be. And then I used an 1/8 inch or 1/4 inch mask to make sure we got that edge covered from the fine line to the other edge that we did there. So you don't want to lay down, covering that bridge in case, because you're not going to get it perfect. So you don't want any kind of blow throughs with everything else. We did end up using some, see in the camera here, some 1/16 inch down here coming across this way on these two, just to make it look a little better. I thought the 1/8 inch would look, too thick. You would hardly have any of the metal flake that's going to be there left. So for everywhere else, we used 1/8 inch fine line tape to give us that pinstripe, that red pinstripe when we're all done. Now, next step we're going to do is where our red stripe is going to be here along these edges here. We're going to lay down some LiME black base coat to prepare it for our red metal flake. For best looks, you want to have a black background to the flake to give it some contrast off of. So yeah, we're going to lay down the black first. Then we're going to go ahead and lay down this red metal flake, which I'm kind of excited to spray. So, all right, let's get to it. I already have some mixed up in this little bottle here. And I'm just going to use my Creos again to lay down the black. Okay, we're going to go ahead and unmask this. We let this kind of dry for about 10 minutes after our last coat. And we did flash times of about 10 minutes in between coats. And I think I did 3 coats total. So, all right, let's find a place to start here. Here at the front. Okay, well, there you go. There's a second set of graphics that we laid down. Just to recap on what we did, we first taped off where the stripe was going to go, and then we painted that red kind of that whole area. We mainly just concentrated on the edge there because that's all we were gonna, need as the pure red there. So we concentrated on that, just that edge there. Then we went ahead and used LimeLine's 1/8" fine line tape, this right here, and we laid that down to cover up the red around all the edges. And then we went ahead and sprayed LimeLine's new metal red flake in a can, which sprayed down really awesome. As you can see, I really like the look of it. It's a smaller 0.004 millimeter flake in it. I believe the regular flake I spray from LimeLine, when I mix it in with clear coat, is the 4 and then the 8 millimeter mixed together, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, this is, obviously the finer, doesn't have the thicker flakes in it, but looks pretty good. So I don't know if you can catch that on the camera there, the sparkliness of it. But yeah, we clear coated this. We did some graphics. Catch my video on doing these graphics. I did this on the front here. I did that on the back. I did a full video on those, a quick video on doing those graphics, laying those graphics down. So yeah, go ahead and check that video out. So yeah, so it turned out pretty good. Next step on this, in my next video, we're going to be laying down the final graphics on this, which is going to be some Honda wings on the side of this helmet here. And it's going to be, instead of the red, we're going to kind of do the same theme with the outline of blue. And then in the middle of it's going to be a flake blue there. I haven't decided if I want to use the rattle can or if I'm going to use, I think I might go with the flake I mix up. So it kind of gives a contrast to this. It'll be a little bit bigger flake, a little more sparkly than this. So we'll probably do that on that, give it a different look. And then that's going to about wrap it up. After we do those, we'll go ahead and we'll do some touch up. I still got to put touch that up with white. And then I'm going to put a Honda emblem on the front here. And then I do still need to add a name to the back here. So yeah, so that's going to be coming up in a video. So stay tuned to check that out, and I'll see you on the next one.